Oh god, I'm back here. Pony is really there. Wait, shit.
邪
Young
魔だったね。
Kevin. Hey everyone, and finally welcome back to the story stages of Honkai Impact. I'm finally going back. So at first, when I decided to take on a little bit of a break, I thought I might just finish up everything on my own and just record my reactions to like big animated scenes. But somehow I kind of miss like the story chapters of Honkai Impact. So I thought I'd just come back and record at least the story stages until we finish part 1 at least. And then we will see. There is still a long way to go until we finish part 1, but I'm trying to like go through as quick as I can with like everything else going on. I would say let's talk real quick about like the Elysian Realm and my experience with it. I have to say it was not my favorite part. I did like the story though, but the way they told the story in like the Elysian Realm, like in this different mode, was not for me. You know, I really think like the portrayal of the characters and their stories could have been way better, you know. But I feel like even though I spent so long in like the Elysian realm and the chapters and going through like the story, I don't really know anything. You know, even though I did like most of the remembrance vassals and stuff like that, like most of the conversations that you have in between like the massive, you know, like lore drops within the Elysian realm are just random questions and like random things about the characters. For example, like the whole, I mean, some of them are actually funny. You know, I like the whole Elysia wants to touch May's horns and stuff like that. But I don't know, especially like chapter 2, I think chapter 2 was the worst one of them all. You know, like chapter 1 was a little bit slow. We got introduced to like Elysia and some of the characters, right? I think we met Sue and Calpus, or at least Calpus, I think, in like chapter 1. I feel like chapter 2 was just so long and we didn't really get new characters. Like, and then, I mean, the whole core about like Mobius and like her story was very interesting, you know, but I feel like the story and like how they told the story was way better in like chapter 3, because in like chapter 3 all of a sudden, you know, you get like introduced to like 3 different characters or 4. We met Aponia, right? We met like Griseo as well as Cosma, right? And then Vilvi. There are so many new characters, and then we got together with like Raven and Gan, and our whole goal to reach the deep end with the prophecy from Aponia and everything. That was really interesting. I really enjoyed it a lot. I think like chapter Great was really the best chapter out of all of them. Like the story progression was nicer because there wasn't so much unnecessary like side talks, you know, like most of the like conversations that we had in chapter 3 were about the plot in chapter 3. May was going like around asking people how she can prevent the prophecy, asking for help. She was really trying to reach the deep end, and I think that was really good. But the first 2 chapters, I mean chapter 1, I will give it a pass because it was just the introduction into the Elysian realm and like what it is about, and like May's whole like, you know, coming into like this simulation. But overall, I feel like it was very hard to like grasp the meaning of why May was there until the end, you know. There wasn't really much lore around like the deep end. I haven't read through all the reports, so maybe some of this is just in the reports or maybe in more of the remembrance vassals, because I didn't have enough points to like check all of them out before this. But yeah, it was kind of confusing at some parts. And the ending, I quickly want to talk about the ending of the Elysian realm as well, because like when we reach the deep end and when we like get through all of the troubles that we had with Aponia, like even in the end, like Aponia made me kind of sad, because I really think she has one of the greatest designs in like the whole game. There are so many good like battle suits and everything, but Aponia was like this mysterious, like, I don't know, nun in some kind of way. And her powers are like very powerful as well. And like her whole story, was very interesting in the Elysian realm as well. Yeah, then we reach like the end of like, or like the entrance of the deep end, and then we get greeted by Elysia again, and she's introducing herself as the Herrscher, right? And I'm a little bit confused about that, and maybe this is in the upcoming chapters, like her backstory, because it was nothing new to me that Elysia is a Herrscher. There is like the skin, Herrscher of corruption and stuff like that. So it was not a surprise, but I was confused as to how she looks as a Herrscher, because Herrscher of corruption is like a different color theme, right? She has like the bluish hair and everything, the skin. And when she was introduced at the end of the deep end, all of a sudden she was like normal Elysia. And maybe it's just me, but I feel like they are hinting at something different than she has become a Herrscher. You know what I mean? Because I always thought that like Elysia is like the others who became Herrschers, through some influence. But it felt so different when she got reintroduced, because the Elysian realm, right, is a memory recording. So the people that we see is a recording, right? It's just like memory data that was recorded during the invention of the Elysian realm, right? In some kind of way. So doesn't that mean that at the time the memories were recorded, Elysia was already a Herrscher? But I thought it might have happened later on. I'm confused. What if like Elysia is kind of different? Do we know a lot about like her surgery and stuff like that? She says she doesn't age. I'm confused about that, guys, because I feel like the ending is pointing me towards a different direction, and maybe she was not turned into a Herrscher, but became a Herrscher at a different point. Because I thought she became a Herrscher after the Elysian realm was recorded, But it seems like she was even a Herrscher before that. And why would they show me Elysia in not her Herrscher form if she was already a Herrscher? So this is kind of confusing. I really think they are pointing me towards a different direction. And yeah, I'm curious to find out, but I have talked long enough. This is a long intro, sorry guys, but I thought I'd give you a heads up about my thoughts of the Elysian realm, so we can finally head into chapter 29. And yeah, we will read the story before, and then we are heading right in. So yeah, I would say without further ado, let's go. The story before. To unveil the will of Honkai's true face, Mei went to a secret site where the World Serpent agents took trials, Elysian Realm. She met the 13 flame chasers and followed them to the deepest corner of this database where all secrets converge. But is... I don't get the secret, maybe it's just me. But why is Elysia being the Herrscher the secret? Maybe it was because, like for me, it is nothing special because our people, like Mei, Kiana, they are all Herrschers, right? Even Bronya. So maybe it was such a unique revelation because no one was a Herrscher in the previous era or became like a Herrscher or whatever she is. Maybe she's, maybe Elysia was never a real person, but she was like made in Mobius's lab. Ooh, that is a good theory. That is a good theory. Maybe she was produced. That sounds weird in some kind of way, but maybe they made a Herrscher on their own? I don't know, guys. I don't know. We are starting. I don't know how these chapters are. Are we back to like usual chapter stuff? What the hell? Guest log. Do I have to click something? Okay. Do I have to do a guest login? Okay, I'm a guest now. Anonymous. I don't want to die. Okay. I don't want to just disappear. Isn't that something Elysia would say? I want to keep living, to leave behind a legacy. It goes on and on. Correct. I don't want to disappear. I mean, who wants to, right? I don't want to disappear either. I've got to do something. But I have a severe fear of death. So, what to do? You know the answer. I agree, correct. What is happening? I might lose. What will work? And then lay this all to rest, correct? What comes next? What will survive? Leave here. Go outside. A brand new world, a newborn's life. I am so curious to see more about ELYSIA'S backstory. This is my mission. Our mission. She talking with like a Hausha? What is happening? Correct. Okay. Yikes, what? Oh, we are still at the deep end, right? Let's go, May. Oh, are they showing like the introduction scene with ELYSIA again? Yo, May. Oh yeah, there she is. Wait, why does this look like a bat? Oh, oh god. Typical ELYSIA. Oh, why does May not have voice lines? I noticed this in some of the remembrance vassals as well, that she didn't talk. Are these enemies also part of your memories? Looks like they don't welcome me, but I didn't think that they'd attack you too. Okay, we're still at the Elysian realm. But, oh, maybe the ELYSIA that we saw up until this point was not her, it was just the memories. What if she's the real one from the previous era? And she was kind of like trapped here before like the previous era was completely destroyed. You know what? Unfortunately, sometimes the cutscenes in the game just stop playing, so I had to watch it on YouTube, like the part. It cut out at the moment where she was saying, I'm the 13th Ashta. It was kind of funny, but I had to watch it on YouTube, so... Welcome to what the deep end protects. Wait, stop. Oh, ELYSIA'S mental world. Okay. I mean, it looks good. I understand why someone commented I should play this before I start 3.7 in Honkai Star Rail, because it makes a lot of sense to get like ELYSIA'S backstory, you know, before we are getting like Serene's backstory. Elysium Everlasting can peek you. It is a very pretty place. Elysium Everlasting, so this is your memory space. Stop autoplaying. Who can understand ELYSIA'S pure heart? Okay. I kind of like her, you know, like sometimes she's like very bubbly, you know, she reminds me of like the attitude of March, you know. Yeah, just sometimes too much, but ELYSIA has like this funny side, and her like, you know, her annoying cutesy side is like so funny. that I really enjoy her company. The way she talks makes it so much more, I don't know, makes her so much more lovable. And I really love her design. I think she looks great. To be honest, I'm not feeling much. You want to learn the truth just by coming here? From my understanding of you, it's not that simple, true.
なんでそう思っちゃうの？誰があなたをそうさせているのかしら？
You guys know it pisses me off if some characters don't have voice lines, so I need to know what happened there.
あなたは全員に、全員じゃなくても、大半には証明できた。今さら隠すだなんて、さすがに私でもずるいと思っちゃうわ。
Wouldn't it be too unkind of me to continue hiding? I mean, we went through a lot, okay?
それに私はすでにもう一つの正体すら堂々と教えちゃっているじゃない。
About my other identity, okay. I'm just playing the game.
でもおかしいわね。もしかしてメイ、
You don't seem very surprised.
そんなに驚いてはいなかったりする？
I mean, to be honest, I'm actually not surprised at all. I mean, the game, if you don't play the game, you know, from the very first start, the game kind of like spoilers you on that. So, and even if like this was introduced and I wouldn't have known, I don't really think it would be much of a surprise, because we are just used to seeing people as herrschers and like fighting for the good side as herrschers, because, you know, we are experiencing it constantly, so it wouldn't be much of a surprise. I think the only surprise factor here is that this was not a common thing like in the previous era, that people just, you know, become herrschers themselves. I mean, you know, they had to go through surgery to like build these like super soldiers to like, no, wait, I didn't read it. Wait, wrong button. Okay. I won't say that I'm not, just that it's more of a confirmation than discovery. Originally, I came to the illusion room to find out the truth behind Honkai and the will of Honkai. Wait. Oh. Okay, but what is the revelation about the will of Honkai in the Elysian realm? We haven't really seen that. And in the process, you were the first one to greet me, who slowly led me deep inside it, also someone I still know nothing of, true. I can't help but assume and imagine things about you. But the problem is, as I said, with the Elysian realm, I think if you don't take time and do like everything and read all like the reports and stuff like that, it is really hard to understand the story of the Elysian realm, like the whole purpose, you know. But because I feel like all this side stuff and even the remembrance vessels is just like to get to know like the flame chasers on a more personal level, right?
何も知らないなんて、メイったら意地悪ね。あんなに秘
We
密を分かち
shared
合ったの
plenty
に。
of secrets. Well,
それに、
thank God
な
Maid
んで
put
第
her
13
horns
律者な
away.
の？他の可能性を疑ったりしないの？
An
例え
alien
ば
or
宇
an
宙人
elf.
とか異世界の妖精とか、もしくは通りすがりの美少女とか。
I mean, she told us that she turned into an... Like, the elf ears were a consequence of the surgery, right? So why would I think she was an elf? She told me, like, very early on, right? So, but wait, now that she has revealed herself as a Hasha, she didn't need surgery, right? So, like, the whole story was fake? That's mean. You can say it's my gut feeling. Maybe she just sensed it because she's a Hasha herself. Who knows? The 13th Hasha. To my knowledge, the title has never appeared in any previous era records. Okay, that's interesting. A Hasha that left no information behind. I don't know why it ended like this, but that mysterious and elusive nature suits you. Wait. See, this is what I mean. They are hinting me in a different direction. Why was she never recorded? If she turned into a Herrscher like Mei and Kiana did, you know, with the influence of Honkai, wouldn't there be records of the Herrscher before she turned into it? Maybe she was really like produced in the lab somehow. Like Mobius was crazy. I just simply thought it wouldn't be far-fetched if it was Elysia.
そんな風に見てたのね。
She is always like, bro, I have a lot to ask you, true. I have many questions. Regarding your Herrscher power, why and how you became a Herrscher, your connection with Honkai, and how should I face you?
そう来ると思ったわ。
Good questions, May. I love May. She's always just so logical in some kind of way. She's asking the right questions and that constantly.
それらの質問の答えは、
Okay.
ここで見つけ出せると思うわ。
This is the
とこし
purpose
えの
of
楽園
Elysium
はその
Everlasting.
ためにあるんだもの。
Is that the reason why Kevin sent us here? Because she is so different that she could be used to help us? I don't know.
ただ、広場で話すなんて少し味気ないと思うな。
We have a great
せっか
vibe
くちょうどい
going
い
on.
雰囲気になってきたのに、第三者に口出しされたりなんかしたら嫌だもの。
Who else would be here? Indeed, this is not a suitable place for a talk, and I still want to learn more about Elysium Everlasting, true. You're not one to pay lip service, since everything here comes from Elysia's memories. They are crucial to the truth that I wish to know, right?
さすがはメイ、冴えてるわ。これぞ維新伝心ってやつね。それじゃあ行きましょう。
I feel like
私が全部教えてあげる。
it's the same with like
Elysia to
Sereni.
第
Both of
13
them are
律者の
very
すべてを
smart, but they know how to charm their way around all of this.
と言っ
Okay.
ても、メイに全部話すとなるとドキドキしちゃうわね。少し時間がかかっちゃうかもしれないけど、
It might take a
いいでしょ？
while. Okay. I like that they made these story chapters. I don't mind, however, the process may be like.
なら、私好みのペースで伝えさせて。じれったくなったらいつでも言ってね。
Why is she so small? Look at May. May's so big.
ここが花園の入り口よ。普段は閉めているんだけど、今日は特別に開けてあげる。
Imagine we would have seen this in Emphorius, you know, like the place that was called Elysian or something like that, where Cyrene stored her memories. Imagine it would be a beautiful garden like this. But maybe Aedes Elysia was the resemblance of like this place in Honkai Star Rail. This the entrance to the garden is usually locked, but it's open exclusive.
で
Okay,
も、
thanks.
緊張しているように見えるわ。出発する前に気持ちの整理は
Recall
必
what's
要。
happened. Okay, we can do that. Let's recall it. To find out the truth behind the will of Honkai, I questioned Kevin, true. But he didn't give me any answers. He only gave me permission to come here, the place known as Elysian Realm. Someone also told me that this was the place where the World Serpent agents took trials, but when I came here, the first thing I saw was Elysia. A self-proclaimed second-in-command to the Flame Chasers, a very suspicious woman. Why was she sus? She was cute.
それでも私のために残ってくれた。
Mm.
そうよね。
I mean, I stayed for the truth. It's not for you, at least back then it wasn't. Even now, all I want is an answer, true. But after I pressed the 13 Flame Chasers for answers and familiarized myself with this place, I realized that all I had done was for naught. In comparison, Elysian Realm feels more like a database, keeping various information from previous era. Nothing but stories here. That's what I said, right? I mean, it was nice, but it felt more like getting to know the Flame Chasers on a more personal level, you know?
がっかりした？物語では何の意味もなかった？
They do, even though I haven't like read through all of the reports and stuff like that. Like, I remember something about like Kevin's birthday and how Elysia just made it such a special day, and there was even Dr. May, right? I think she was there as well, but everyone was there, I feel like. And she made it such a special event, although Kevin was like more on the, you know, like lonelier side in some kind of way. But that was really nice, and like experience these things. It just builds connection to these characters. Also, like I read a little bit more because Griseo is my favorite flame chaser, and she has something so mysterious about her. And I don't know, I kind of feel connected to her in some kind of way. And her backstory was also interesting. I looked it up after like the whole thing with her mother and father dying, and she was always in the lab, and Mobius had to save her life, turning her into a flame chaser and everything, and how she like paints things that she can take on the form of like the one she wants to paint the inner world from. Very interesting concept. So every one of them like is so nice to connect with, like I also like Cosma a lot because he tends to struggle to say what he is meaning, he's just always in his head and doesn't know how to socialize properly, but he takes care of Griseo and it's very cute. No, I respect everyone I met here, true. They put no shame to the title of Flame Chasers and aren't mere survivors of the tragedy of the binding. It was only after battling you that I really understood. This is the sole legacy that those who fought against Honkai left behind. Bro, I'm already getting emotional
戦った
here.
なんてあれはデートでしょメイ。その現実から目をそらしちゃダメ。
You can't distort reality. Okay. Oh, and the woman that walked out from the darkness shortly after, Mobius, she was part of the date as well?
だってデートにはプレゼントが必要でしょ。
She was my
私はメビウス
gift
とのやり
to
とりで
you.
手に入れた情報気に入ってくれたと思ってたんだけど。
I let it go. I don't want to give a... Okay. Mobius helped me understand Elysian... Wait, what? Mobius helped me understand Elysian realm weren't just memories. The flame chasers here are still actively trying to change reality true.
どうやらメイにとっては予想外だったようね。
Yeah.
あ、そういえばその時初めて全力を出した英傑と戦ったのよね。よくできました。
The fights were
偉い偉い。
really nice. Against like Mobius and against Calpus, that was really nice. Not so impressive considering you and Klein both helped me. Mobius always says she's a researcher. She would have gotten what she wanted if no one intervened. I mean, true. Her mind would have taken over my body and ushered forth an extremist seeking to usurp the gods.
そんなことは起きないわ。だって私がそれを許すはずがないもの。
Not on my watch.
嫌な記憶ならいっそ忘れちゃいましょう。アポニアに頼めば簡単にできちゃうわよ。
No, thank you. No, her plan inadvertently made it easier for me to explore further into the Elysian realm, true, and learn more about the previous era. While the information I gathered won't help me find the answers I'm looking for here, I'm sure it will be useful once I get back to reality. The main thing is that when I took her on, I learned where Elysian Realm's true secret was hidden, the deep end, true. As for Aponia, she only appeared before me for you. Let's stop with the unhelpful. No, I want to remember everything. That is nice that we can like go through this.
それって10日後に死ぬという予言のこと？
Wait, what? You meant the one who has foretold my miserable ending. Why her? Wait, was the prophecy that Aponia told May actually for Elysia? Did they kill Elysia when she was a Herrscher? I don't know. The incredibly powerful psychic made it clear she'd see to it herself that I die in 10 days.
確かに意外な宣言ね。でもあなたが真に受けるなんてそっちの方がよっぽど
Why would
驚い
I
たわ。
not buy it? Everyone I've asked already believes Aponia can see into the future and that she is right, beyond a shadow of a doubt about when I will die. Wait, what?
確かな運命を前にしても決して諦めはしない。だからこそ私はメイのことを気に入っているのよ。
I mean, I'm already a Herrscher, you know
でも
what?
まさか予言を打ち破るために1000号にまで挑むなんて、 心配したんだから。
So she is basically the person that was going through all of this with me together. But then she like was in the deep end waiting for me to come. Everything Aponia did was a part of your test. To see if I was worthy, a word people from the previous era love to use,
でも
true.
確かにあなたには資格があった。律者でありながらみんなに認められて、全文明の本当の秘密に触れられるなんて、私でさえ尊敬しちゃうわ。
You know what I think? I think Kevin is giving her the benefit of a doubt because she looks like May. You know? I mean, why not? Well done, Elysia. Will I be as disappointed this time as when I first arrived? And now I'm in a place even deeper than the deep end, a place where all the secrets are kept. Here, waiting for me, is someone claiming to be the 13th Tasha.
かわいい少女
Bro, like Elysia.
はいはい、わかったわ。でも、いきなり真実を話しても、より混乱するだけでしょ。とにかく、これだけは約束できる。
Okay.
今度こそ、あなたの求める答えは、すぐ先にあるわ。じゃあ、まずはお散歩に付き合ってくれる？わがままじゃないわよ。
Okay.
さあ、行きま。
Let's go. Let's go, let's go. I like that they have some like, oh god, small recap here. I have to fight now. Oh, Elysia is fighting with me. Wait, I didn't. I looked at the wrong screen. Why am I not in my Herrscher form anymore? A huge garden labyrinth. Very becoming of you. More like a maze. It's not even the tip of the iceberg.
氷山の一角に過ぎないもの。あ、違うわ。氷山はケビンのことだから、私の場合は。
Oh,
そう。花海の片隅ってところかしら。あら、噂をすれば影ね。
You guys, I have to tell you, I think it's kind of funny that Finon and Kevin are like very different because Finon is like cold, you know, like his body temperature and stuff like that. And Finon is like the blazing sun. And then we have like Elysia and Sarini, and they just said, okay, she was or she is popular. We just take her, make her small, and then make her return. You know, in like her bridal appearance, her Herrscher appearance in some kind of way. And yeah, it's funny. I mean, they are not even trying to hide it with Elysia. She feels like the same person in Honkai Star Rail as she is. And I think she will be more meaningful as well throughout the story, you know? So, yeah. It's kind of funny. Huh? There he was standing. Narrator. Okay, we have a narrator now. Out of place in a world of purple and pink. This is your memory too? Why am I not surprised? No, it looks to be the actual person. Wait, Great Serpent person, Kevin?
こういうこともあるのよね。私としては、メイだけに本心を伝えたいんだけど、
So,
みんなにとって不公平だったのかしら。
so the real Kevin is just camping here because he wants to, or what?
エリシア、僕は君の選択を尊重する。
I actually like his Japanese voice.
しかし、僕たちにも伝えておくべきだ。
Informed us of what? His words were brisk and vague, true. I mean, typical Kevin. Apparently, it was because there was someone else there.
メイ、少し自分で見て回ることになっちゃいそうね。
Kevin wants to be annoying once in
どう
his
しても私た
lifetime.
ち二人の様子が気になるみたい。大丈夫よ。ケビンに言い聞かせたら会いに行くわ。
When you hear my call, okay, that's what I'd expected. Since you've already opened up to me, I don't mind showing a bit more patience. I trust you, but don't keep me waiting.
それじゃあ後で
You
ね。
trust her. You changed your mind very fast. After saying this, Elysia nudged Kevin and the two disappeared into the foliage. Is that why? Weird for Kevin to accept someone like Elysia if she was like a Herrscher to begin with. So, or I will like talk as if Elysia was not like as May, you know, like she didn't become a Herrscher like May. So we are just taking the fact that she probably like was a Herrscher, was created in a lab or whatever. Maybe she was even born a Herrscher. Who knows? There's a lot that sticks out here. I want to take a look by myself. Besides, I'm not sure if Kevin's the only outsider here. If you come across any other Sims, ask them about the Herrscher. Okay. That I will do. Okay. It really is like a maze, but I love this place. It's so pretty. Hanging garden. Oh, Hua. This is such a pretty place. Hua, are you zoning out? That's rare of you.
すみません。少々考え事をしていました。まさか、古の楽園の奥にこんな場所があるとは思ってもみ
Wait, you
なか
never
ったので。
have been here before? Didn't you know of the existence of Elysium Everlasting? Did Aponia not tell the other flame chasers what was on the other side of the deep end?
そうですね。ただ、私たちとあまり接していなかったからかもしれません。
I mean, we do
記憶
know
体
that
になっ
not
てか
all
ら
of the flame chasers
彼
are
女は自
close
分を
with
指
each
針
other,
の書へと
right?
閉じ込めていましたから、彼女もわざとみんなに隠し事をするような人ではありません。アポニアが決意を持って守ろうとしたのですから、きっと何か大事な理由があるはずです。
What if some of them don't know that Elysia is a Herrscher? They would know, right? Elysia said that this was her memory
なる
space.
ほど。確かにエリシアらしい雰囲気ですね。
It looks like a place from a fairy tale. She also said that all her memories were kept here, including the part about the
第
Herrscher.
13律者。それは。
What's wrong, Hua? Do you know something about it? Tell me, please.
いえ、すみません。私から伝えるべきことではありませんで
Why
した。
not?
強いて言えば、私も真実については詳しくないんです。
Okay.
本人からそのことを聞いたのであれば、彼女のペースに従った方がいいでしょう。
Well, Kevin came.
楽園ではいろいろあったと思いますが、どうか彼女を信じてあげてください。
You can still trust her. She told me to look around as I wish and disappeared.
確かに彼女らしいですね。
Okay, thanks, Elysia.
私たちはお互い惹かれ合うようにここに集まったのです。そして、
And
そんな
we
私たち自身に
ourselves are the
何か
answers
しら
to
の
be.
答えがあるのかもしれません。
Okay.
なんだか昔のことを思い出して感慨深くなりました。気にしないでください。
Okay.
他の英傑たちもここに来ています。エリシアの
So
勧めに
everyone's
従っ
just
て
here
みんなと
now.
話してみてはどうですか？
Didn't they all make such a big secret about like this place and now everyone is just here chilling?
何かしらの重要なピースを得られるかもしれません。
Okay, I see. Thank
どうい
you.
たしまして。それではまた。
They made it sound like the deep end is like this weird place where something super dangerous is like located and it's so dangerous you can't really go there. And now I'm just sitting here in like the perfect paradise of Elysia and everyone is chilling out. Crazy, crazy. As expected, the other flame chasers are here too. Are they also clueless about Elysia? Oh, Cosma! He's one of my favorites, and there is Sakura. Cosma. Although it's nothing special, I still want to remind you, Cosma. Communication is usually done through words, not expressions. He's so much in his head. Poor baby.
俺はただ
I like his voice as well.
まあいい。少し感動していただけだ。こんな景色は写真でも見たことがないからな。
Ooh, maybe Griseo is here as well.
俺の生まれ育ったところは平和とは程遠かった。
That's sad.
崩壊が発生してからはなおさら物騒になった。
I don't really think he mentioned something up until this point about where he is from. I think he was called a monster because he's like very powerful or something. I don't know.
俺は故郷を変えたかったんだ。多分いつかそこでこんな風景を目にしたかったのかもしれない。
Wait, he's such a kind soul.
全てが終わってしまった以上、ここにとどまる俺たちは矛盾を重ね続ける影でしかない。
I love his like little wings. Cute. I didn't see that before. It kind of reminds me of Saritra.
結局エリシアの考えについていけなかったことだけが唯一変わらないものだったのかもしれない。
I mean, who can? Because she is a Herrscher.
誰が教えた？
Well, she told me that. Elysia herself.
そういうことか。納得した。
He also knows the secret identity isn't such a secret among the Flame Chasers after all. But looks like he doesn't want to talk about it
待
now.
ってくれ。
Oh? What's wrong?
あんたもエリシアに。
You're also by Elysia? What? May meets his eye, slowly looking up until stopping at the right angle. There is nothing there except... What is happening? You as well?
誰もが経験していることだから気にする必要はない。
Everybody has been through it. Through what? What are we talking about? That is an island. It's covered in fog and I can't see anything clearly. That's a really beautiful place. Oh, what is there? I can't go over from here. Why does she have no voice lines? Sakura.
メイドのちょうど探しておったさ。
I'm always kind of surprised by like Sakura's voice. It's so deep and kind of unexpected, but I like it. Looking for me.
先ほどエリシアに会ったのじゃ。
Oh,
ここでは遊び相手が少ないゆえ、せめてこの際、同郷のわらわに話し相手にでもなっ
what
て
do
く
you
れ
mean
と
I have
頼
no
まれても。
friends? I can already imagine the way she phrased that to you.
しかしその後、慌てて去っていったのじゃ。ここがどんなところかも教えぬまま。
I just have to ask
それと、
you.
基本的なことはメイドのが知っておる。聞けばわかるとも言っておった。
Right, as expected of her. To my knowledge, this Elysium Everlasting is Elysia's memory space. The scenery here are also based on her memories.
エリシアから見た世界。確かに、道理で色とりどりの風
Radiant
景な
and
のじゃな。
colorful.
心得
True.
た。
It has like this very golden hour-ish theme, right?
まるで妹といった遊園地のようじゃ。
Oh god, don't mention your sister Sakura.
あ、すまぬ。メイ殿にとってこれは少々重い話だったかもしれない。
For me? What about you?
何せ、メイ殿からすれば、あの時代のすべては最終的
Everything
に
that
塵へと帰
belonged
っ
to
たの
the
じゃから。
time has turned to dust. What about you? You're just a simulation.
この話はやめるとしよう。せっかくじゃ、エリシアのようにあちこち回りなが
An aimless
ら
walk.
景色を堪能しようではないか。
Okay. Let's do that.
小さい頃、故郷にはまだこのような高い建物はなかった。当時はよく妹と桜の木の下で遊んだものじゃ。
Does every one of them has like a similar person in like the current era?
どうやらわらわと汝は案外似ているところがあるのかもしれぬな。
Because like Yae Sakura was like in the current era as well, right? So
敵か。
according to Elysia, these are also her memories.
そういうでない。今は試練ではないのじゃから、一人でやる必要などどこにある？
Okay,
せっ
let's
かく
go.
楽しく語り合えたのじゃ。これはメイドのへの礼のようなもの。
Gift of gratitude. Okay. Thank you, Sakura.
お安いご用じゃ。今後何かあった時も遠慮せずわらわに言うとよい。
Help's great, but information would be better. Sakura Sim probably doesn't know about the Hasha. I should ask her something else. Sakura, how do you see
エ
Elysia?
リシアか。
The
英
simplest.
傑の中では一番
Okay.
単純なのかもしれぬ。
Simple. Elysia.
汝の言いたいことは分かっておる。彼女の行動は常に予想できず、考えも読めぬ。彼女の気まぐれにはよく頭を痛めたものじゃ。しかしメイドのこのことだけはわらわでもはっきりとわかる。
I mean, that's true.
彼女は
I
真
can't
心を
argue
持っ
with
て皆
that.
と
Like,
接しておる。
she always wanted to like have peace between like the flame chasers, or at least she wanted them to like be able to work together in some kind of way, you know. She wanted them to be like some sort of friends. She was not forcing it, but she was like, I feel like everyone just respected Elysia as well, you know, as like some kind of leader in like all of this. She really held like the group together. But I've heard more than one person label her as a traitor.
以前もそのような話をした覚えがある。わらわの聞き間違いではなかったのじゃな。しかし他人が口にしていることが事実とは限らぬ。ひいては目にしたものでさえそうじゃ。
True, what you see for yourself may not necessarily be true.
これはかつて影の中で生きたわらわの心得。真実がどうであれ、
The most
大事なのは
important thing
何
is
時の
your
考
own
えじゃ。
opinion. True.
時には真実自体が重要ではなくなることもある。本当に重みがあるのは、真実の中から何を信じるかじゃ。
True. Sakura is so wise. Thank you for your advice, Sakura, but that means, Sakura, if you unexpectedly found out about some, in normal terms, unacceptable truth, what would you do?
なぜそれを聞くんじゃ。英傑とはすでに去って
Nothing
い
can
った
be
者たちじゃ。
changed.
何も変えられん。受け入れられぬことこそわらわたちにとっての常識なのじゃ。
Unacceptable to us, that's more normal.
じゃが何が待ち受けていようと、何ができるかを考えることこそに意味がある。この時代のため、未来のため、あるいは今の自分のため、理由が何であろうと、
True.
そのために動くという選択肢しか人々には残っておらぬ。すまぬ。実のところ、こういった経験はあまりないのじゃ。わらわは理屈めいたことしか語れぬ。
Please don't undermine yourself. Your thoughts have inspired me. She's very wise and she's like, she has a lot of good points when she's talking.
そうなのか。話し手よりも聞き手の方が多くのことに気づくものなのかもしれぬな。どうあれ、役に立てたのならよい。
Thank you, Sakura. The truth. I think I understand Elysia's intentions. I will talk to someone else. Okay. I mean... Oh, Eden. Eden's poster is ambassador for cosmetic products. Oh. I should go somewhere else. Okay. I don't like that she doesn't have voice lines because sometimes I miss that there is something on my screen and... Eden's cosmetic choice. Oh, this reminds me of like the Acheron trailer, you know, with the, what was her like slogan? Show your colors or something like that? Residential area. Okay, let's try to meet the others and maybe we'll find Elysia and Kevin again. Where are they? This is such a very nice place. Oh, what is that? Can't click it. It is huge. Aiden, she seems to be spacing out. Let's take a closer look.
刀はさやかだ先陣一つ切る
I mean, Elysia is very good at like hiding the important things, you know, without looking too suspicious.
影分身瞬戦
Okay. She didn't even notice Shrew. True. Ooh. This place is so nice. I wonder if we are getting more story here. Like, I mean, they have what? Chapter 29, 30, and 31, I think, right? Hi, Aiden.
メイさん
Wait, did her voice always sound like
あ
that?
らごめんなさいさっきはぼんやりしていて
Wait, is her voice different in here? I think she sounds different. Not really, but I saw your poster on the way here.
私も見かけたわまだ初々しくて純粋だったあの頃が懐かしい
And Parter's wanted poster and Mobius's lab recruitment notice.
ええ面白いことはすべて記録しておくエリらしいわね
Oh, okay. Aiden, did you know of Elysium Everlasting from the start?
ああ
You
そうでは
didn't
ない
tell
のよメイ
me.
さ
Are you hiding it from me, Aiden?
んどう話せばいいのかしら初めて見た時からここがエリの場所だと確信していたの
So they didn't want to tell because they were afraid that that they would like spill Elysia's secret, right?
作曲家に作風があるようにここにあるすべてはエリのように楽しくて純粋だわ
I mean, true. Then do you also know that Elysia is the Herrscher?
それはメイさ
That
んが
depends.
律者をどう定義するかによるわメイさんと違って私たちの時代では律者になると人類を敵に回してしまうの世界に癒しがたい傷と苦難をもたらすのよ
I mean, unlike you, during our times, to become Herrscher is to become enemies with humans and bring unending disasters and turmoils to the world. That's what Herrschers basically do. It is more of a surprise that like at least 3 or more people are able to handle this and be like more like on the good side of like all of this, but it is kind of, you can say it is more common in the current era, right? But you are an enemy still. I mean, this was not just something, oh yeah, May became a Herrscher or Kiana became a Herrscher and we love them because they're good people. I mean, Kiana was, you know, destroying everything and is still fighting with all the guild and whatnot, right? So I wouldn't say that there is too much different. They just learned more how to like get those people on the good side. You know what I mean?
でもエリはそうではなかったわ彼女は私たちの敵ではなかった、人のために戦ってくれた戦士で英傑たちを集めてくれた
So Elysia is basically like what our girls are right now. They are fighting for humanity, right? But none of them were like born or created this way. It was just something they had to like endure and overcome.
そして私にとってはかけがえのない友よ、エリはエリなの私からすれば彼女はずっと人を引きつけ誰もが感心してしまう少女
I mean, she doesn't
ただ
really
それだけよ
seem like she's solely evil, so I understand that they are like working and fighting with her because why not? They don't have a reason to distrust her, right?
第13律者はどちらかといえば彼女が自分のために準備した花嫁衣装みたいなものかしら、そうねそのあたりはエリ本人が直接伝えたい話になると思うわ
Okay. What she means is Elysia retained her original personality even after becoming a herrscher, just like me. Evidently, Eden is hiding something. Is it for me or for
エ
Elysia?
リもメイさんにはもっと知ってほしいと思っているはず。
Well, I guess Elysia wants me to find out that she was made a herrscher. She was like always like this, right?
彼女はきっとあなた自身で全てを感じ取ってほしいのよ。何せ、あなたは彼女の心の中を歩いている。エリをフォローしすぎてしまったかしら。
Okay. Not at all.
じゃあ、よかったらここで失礼するわね。もう一人、会い
Another
たい
good
友が
friend
い
of
るのよ。
mine. Who is that? I understand. Thank you for telling me all these, Aiden. Emotions that Elysia cherished at the bottom of her heart. Let's look around for more. I want to look around this place in general because it looks so nice. Oh, this is rather plain for a recruitment advertisement. Join the Moth Army. I mean, you can't really like tell them to join the military, right? And say, oh, you have to undergo surgery in order to defeat the Honkai. It's Vilby. Oh. She wouldn't miss us out on a situation like that. What?
せっかちなお客さんだね。招待状も出していないのに勝手に入ってくるなんて。
刀は鞘から出た。
See, not really my favorite flame chaser.
先陣一つ。
私にとってまともとは失敗のことさ。
You like
君は
failures?
失敗が
No.
好きなのかい？
Weird. Just weird. Prepared for her memories, but there's too many. Can I enter? The door is locked. Bakery and cafe. Cal's. Breads and cakes. Eden's cosmetic choice again. Garden walk. Okay, okay. Secluded courtyard. Wait, let me take a look around. Oh. Mobius is lab seeking volunteers. Oh god. Wait, what does it say? Artist art exhibit. Is it saying Anaxagoras? Maybe it's just me pretending it does say this. Oh, what the hell? Ardophilis wanted will be the great machinist's magic show. Does Anaxa have a magic show in here? Anaxa. Or like, wait, art exhibition, no magic show. What? Doesn't matter. I'm just confused as ever. I know you'd be
も
here.
ちろんさ。エリシアがどれだけの騒ぎを起こしたのか、まさか知らないとは言わせないよ。
Okay.
せっかくショーの準備が整ったのに、美味しいところを持っていかれてしまった。
Yeah.
後でカジマニアの私に新型
To
を連
be
れて
honest,
あちこちを回らせると
I
いうのは
don't
どう
want
か
to be
な。
part of your magic shows anymore. I'm sorry. Looks like you don't like it
気
here.
に入っていないとは言えないけど、サプライズを見つけたものの、それについて何も知らないとなると、私がどんな気分になるか、想像がつくんじゃないかな。かわいいお客さん。
I'm sorry. Like sometimes, yo, these guys. As expected, she doesn't know if Elysium Everlasting's is existent either.
まあいいよ。悲しいことはさておき。準備したサプライズについては気にならないの？
No. I'm sorry. I don't really care. When you say it like that, I dare not feel curious now.
大丈夫。君みたいな人こそ驚く時の表情が面白いんだ。
She is crazy.
見て。
She reached her hand behind May's ear and swiftly withdrew her hand, now holding a thick paper card, a typical magic trick. True. The card has an image of Bilby in a weird pose, much like how she looks now. Your selfie?
だから君はせっかちな観客なんだ。
What is happening? As she spoke, Bilby handed the card to May. Upon touching the card, May suddenly felt a familiar power surging through her body. This is the signet of Bodhi. No, it's not the
そう
same.
そう。私はその表情が大好きなのさ。
What did you do to Su? Bro, we are not friends anymore if you have done something to my boy.
変に考えないの。これはある種の試み
Just
さ。
experimenting.
刻印設計時の仕組みを参考にしたもので、使用者の潜在能力を一時的に発揮させられるんだ。
You crazy? Another armor used to go against Kevin.
その通り。しかも携帯型。どう？
Does she
便利
not
でしょ？
like Kevin?
唯一の欠点は、一部の敵に対しては効果。本日のショーの成功を祝してマジックカードをすべて可愛いお客さんにプレゼント。
Bro, this girl.
それではカードの組み合わせについて詳しく説明しよう。この通りカードは種類によってそれぞれ違った刻印を表している。しかし
So I added some
それ
Wilby
だけでは
elements
あ
to
まりにもつまらないだろう。
Okay.
まずは私の象徴天慶の魔術師。これらのカードには
Bro. Sorry, I don't need this.
お客さん、ショーはまだ終わってないよ。
Sorry, I don't care about your show, honey. I think there are others who'd be more interested in your invention. For example, Cosma? Please don't.
仕方ないな。ショーを優雅に終わらせるのも魔術師の務め。カードは各エリアにある宝箱に隠しておいたよ。気が変わったらいつでも取りに行ってくれ。
Okay, optional content.
私もそろそろここを出て中心にある塔にでも行ってみることにするよ。
Take a look at what?
あそこは最高の舞台だと魔術師の勘が言っているんだ。
Isn't it just because you like heights?
さて、どうだろうね。
Could never be me.
次に会った時は華麗なる空中ブランコの魔術師になっているかもしれないよ。
Oh god. Here she goes without even looking back. Oh, I forgot to ask her about the Herrscher. But even if I did, I wouldn't know which persona of hers to ask. Better go find someone else. It is funny, we don't really have chapters here. This is like Otto's chapters. You know, like, not the chapters, like the story stages. Bro, Feliz. Shut up. Jack mechanism. Could be malfunctioning, okay. Okay, where is Feliz?
刀は鞘から
Wait, I didn't even see Feliz.
瞬戦
I thought she was somewhere here, but she's not. Where is Feliz? The voice came from there. Let's go take a look. Where? Oh, from the boxes. Feliz? Oh, I can jump. Funny. Okay, so this is a little bit like Apo. Post Honkai Odyssey. Oh, there she is.
助けて助けて。
Yo, chill, bro. Hardo.
メイの姉ちゃん。いや、メイ様早く助けて。見てるだけじゃなくて早く助けてよ。昔は
Okay.
そんなに冷たくなかったはずでしょ。私たち、生死の境を共に駆け抜けた仲間だよね。
I just can't figure out how someone can get stuck in a treasure chest like that.
宝箱を見かけたら開ける。冒険者の義務だよね。開けたら当然、中に入って調べる。当たり前のことだよね。
I mean, sure, why not? Yep, it's the perfect trap for you. I guess curiosity really did kill the cat. I will have to remember this one.
メイ様、早く助けてください。そうだ、お金だ。私、
Nah.
やっぱり自分で何とかしようかな。
Okay, bro. Whatever. May drew her blade. Oh.
メイ様、なんで刀を抜くの？ごめんなさい。今日はメイ様のところで仕入れをしようと思ってたんだけど、まだやってないから。
That is so funny. Narrator snap. Okay, we got it.
なんだ、箱を割ってくれただけか。メイの姉ちゃんってば、やっぱり最高。
Yeah, surely you knew that. Oh yeah? And what was that about stopping by my place to restock?
それは。
So she lied
過ぎた
again.
ことは過ぎたことだし。それより、メイの姉ちゃん、宝箱に何があるか見てみよう。あれ？一枚のカード？
Oh god, it's
これじゃ
Vilby's
わ
card,
けようが
right?
ない。
Pardo, get back.
物を取ったら罠がもう一回発動するの？
先陣一つ切る。
Well, that's Vilby for you. Oh, there is another one.
うわ、あっという間に一体しかいなくなった。さすがはメイの姉ちゃん、見事な腕前。
I am great. Where do I have to go? Okay.
メイの姉ちゃん、
Oh.
待ってよ。
Shut up, Felis. Yeah, I kind of forgot about Felis. More enemies.
影分身
Isn't this going overboard? Maybe. And that strange entity. She talking about the flying robot? Oh, that is one of Griseo's creations. We haven't met Griseo yet.
先陣一つ切る。
Girl with a floppy hat. You got slashed. Yeah, so kind of like Vilby and Felis are like the characters that I'm not really interested in. You know, they had some stuff to do in the plot, but like Felis even more than like Vilby because she came in way later. But I don't know. They are just not. Yeah. I mean, I don't dislike them, but I feel like the other flame chasers, oh, I don't know, are better than them.
あの敵、そんなに厄介なの？結構追ったよね。
We chased it down to the street. I'm not certain either, but it has a strange aura. Pardo, have you met enemies like that?
それは正直に言うと、メイの姉ちゃんの走りが速すぎて、どんなやつだったのかさえはっきりと見えなかったよ。
So she basically didn't even look.
でも私たちの時代ではどんなに変なやつが現れてもおかしくなかった。メイの姉ちゃんが見たことのないやつもいるし、普通にあることだから。
Okay. Perhaps.
それよりさっき見つけたお宝を見てみようよ。
It's a card with
ビル
Vilby's
ビーの
picture
姉
on
ちゃ
it.
んが書かれ
Not
てるカードだ。
again. Can we meet up with Elysia again?
その表情、まさかメイの姉ちゃんのもの？ならさっきのお礼として持ち
It's
主に
kind of
返す
weird
よ。
that they stopped doing like the story stages. Maybe it's just me.
もちろんこれだけじゃまだまだ足りないよね。助けてくれたお礼としてこの場所を じゃなくて
Because like with the story stages, it was easier to keep track of how far I am into like the chapter. But now it's like, it's really hard to tell the end of the chapter.
さっき追いかけてる途中で宝箱をたくさん見かけたんだ。エリの姉ちゃんが隠してたこの場所にはまだ知られてない秘密がたくさんあるはず。
Okay.
エリの姉ちゃんのこと興味があるでしょう。
Perhaps. I'm more concerned about Elysium Everlasting than treasure chests. If I can conduct a thorough exploration, that will be worth a try.
それならお互いに必要なものを取ることになるね。安心して、さっきみたいなやつを見かけたら注意しておくから。それじゃこれで決まりだね。
Because I feel like... Oh, wait, what is happening? Wait, what? It's at chapter 29,
こう
right?
いう場所は一箇所ずつ細かく探索しないと。お宝、お宝、キラキラ、お宝。
Because like with the story stages as well, I feel like the progression is like always a little bit faster in some kind of way in these like open worldish themes like Otto's chapters, where it's like so hard to like go through because they're, you know, I can do one stage at a time, but right now there is always this like flow and it's like hard to find a way to stop at some point because you want to like get it done. You know what I mean? It's like weird. I don't understand why they did this. Maybe it's just because of the story flow, you know, but even with like the story stages, you were like going through a story stage, not like one by one. Sometimes you had like multiple story stages and then you had like a break, you know, after like one thing was kind of concluded, right? And right now, I don't know what that was. We are switching to like Felius and not going back to Elysia. I'm confused. Do you really know the way around here?
メイの
And
姉
why
ちゃん
does she still...
なんでそう
I
思う
hope
の？
she gets voice lines back because it's annoying. Because we've got that way several
あれ
times.
そう宝箱探しに夢中だったから方向はあんまり気にしてなかったよ。
Like, I'm wondering if I'm the only one who prefers like the other way of like the storytelling, because I feel like they changed the way of like how they tell the story, you know, just by taking out these like story stages and making it more fluent, you know, like Star Rail experience in some kind of way.
メイの姉ちゃん、ここの道は複雑すぎると思わない？くねくねしていて混乱しちゃう。
Also, they have made it more animated than before because we had a lot of like background images and like just the characters standing, and now it's like more immersive in some kind of way. You've been exploring too hard. As a matter of fact, you've entered this area from 3 different directions. Backtracking won't make treasure chests magically appear.
何か見落としてないか心配なの。初めて来たところだし、隅々まで探索しないと。何しろ私はここにあるすべての宝箱を漁る。
That's grand.
でも、メイの姉ちゃんの言う通りかも。あ、そうだ。ビルビーの姉ちゃんの万能鍵が役立つかも。
Oh, she's talking about the weird doors
別のところに置いてきちゃったんだよね。
or like barriers or whatever. Master key.
あ、そう、ビルビーの姉ちゃんがくれたの。すべての鍵穴に使える鍵。仕入れの時はかな
Bilby
り役
just
立つんだ。
has a keyblade, a key that can open any keyholes. Nice.
もちろん、その見返りとして、ビルビーの姉ちゃんが何かを必要としている時は、優
I
先
must
的に手
find
伝わない
what
といけなくって。
Bilby needs first. What does she need? Is this key really that great?
見ればわかるよ。さあ、こっちだよ。
Okay, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Like, even within like Otto's chapters, we had like the steady background, right, and then just the characters standing there. But now like these chapters are like really animated.
刀を先陣一つ切る。
Bodhi chapters. Clear all combo hits. Wait, what? Acquired persona card. Magician of Bodhi. New system unlocked. Card system unlocked. Oh god. The tutorial manual in the inventory suddenly plays a pre-recorded voice. Getting a persona card is only the beginning. You still need to activate it with weapons to use them. Tap here to enter the deck selection screen. Oh god, this is so like Kingdom Hearts. Tap here to activate weapons. Try it with this Magician of Bodhi persona card I gave you. Okay. What's the name of the new weapon? Tap here to find out. As long as you activate the deck, you can use the card effects in battle. They really try to like change things up at some point, right? Build the signet. Okay. More enemies. Okay. Weapon cards, persona card skill. Each persona card comes with a powerful active skill. Using it at the right time will deal a lot of damage. The active skill's benefits are related to the weapon match of the deck. Oh, so it's like basically illusion world kind of style. I already tried it. It's the power of a signet. Bilvia wasn't exaggerating. Okay, so we have a new weapon mode as well that is kind of similar to the Illusion Realm. Where did you put your key? Don't tell me you forgot that as well. Okay. I mean, at least that's good. I see you take your business very seriously. True. True that. Gear of Bodhi, a rare item used to enhance the Magician of Bodhi persona card. Obtained by completing side missions. Oh god, so this is like Otto's chapters. I don't want to do side missions. We can't stop here. Next, let's learn about core ascension in the deck selection page. Okay. Tap on the persona card to enter core ascension screen. Okay. Card weapon match increased. Okay. Oh, so I need this to upgrade. Okay. Build the signet. Normal signet slot 3. Specialized signet slot 1. Okay. Okay. So we do have side missions. Interesting. I wonder if like the chapters are going on like this or if they change back. Hanging Garden. Storyline. Or if they change back to like more of a style how they used to be. Yes. Okay, I mean, we call it the Hanging Garden. I mean, it's a pretty place. The view is fine. We can see any enemy coming our way. Oh, what's that? What's what? I sense an unusual presence there. I'll go check it out. Wait for me. Let's see what the unusual presence is about. Hey, yo. This looks like the Eidolon shards. Oh. I don't know, it looks like the Elysian Realm. Why am I back here? This is the Elysian Realm. Spatial anomaly. Bro, can you shut up? She's annoying. I have trouble to saddle. I'm so confused what's going on here. Isn't Elysia supposed to be the Herrscher of corruption or something like that? Is that what's happening here? Like the corruption of the Elysian realm? I don't know which one the 13th Herrscher is. I think I made a list some while ago, but... I kind of forgot. She was clearly not the Herrscher of Binding, because the tragedy of Binding was what killed them, right, in the first place. The enemies are so strong. Bodhi origin. It feels different from the battles in the trials. What's this place? You've been scavenging while I was fighting. She always said she can't fight, right? Why was it left here? I don't know, like Elysia just placed me here and then she left. And now I'm just confused about like what's going on here. We need to investigate further. Do you really want to get inside? I mean, they're kind of dangerous. I mean, she was in the Elysian realm as well. And I'm supposed to do all the fighting? We should get the key, true. I want to find out more about like this Herrscher thing. You need to match persona cards with weapon cards to fully utilize their powers. Okay. This is a special weapon signet holder. You can only use a weapon card that matches the persona card. In return, the abilities and stats of the card in this position will be equivalent to 1 level above its current level. Okay. Wait, can I upgrade it? In use. Okay. I guess not. So I have to do like more of these. Where is Elysia? What is she doing with Kevin? I feel like he came here on purpose and took her away. Which one are you talking about? The strange robot or the strange hook? Bonafide key. You sure about that? The way I see it, it's only similar to a key in that they're both made of metal. Funny. Okay. What about the robot next to it? Okay.
鍵もあるし、邪魔な垣根をとっとと処理しちゃおう。さあ、メイの姉ちゃん、早く行こう。宝箱が私たちを呼んでるよ。
Sometimes, like from a story writing perspective, I don't understand why they sometimes implement stuff like that. You know, where we are like aimlessly going around, where you don't really think it has anything to do with like the whole plot. Okay, the master key will allow you to open special doors when it's in your inventory. First exploration item. I'm not an explorer. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a story enjoyer. I don't really do side stuff. I want to know more about the Herrscher.
お宝探しは得意だから全部見つけ出せるって保証できるよ。メイの姉ちゃん、また時間が空いてるとき一緒に探索しよう。
Oh, I think it stops I think it was just tutorial. Maybe. I think she's leaving me. Oh. May, look here. Let me introduce the next main story chapter's main screen features. Okay. Oh, so they have like... Okay. Map exploration unlocked. May can freely loot the map with me. Okay, this is the entrance to Wilby's weapon card system and the data storm. I can't believe that I'm like sitting here for like over an hour and we just made it through the tutorial. I'm so slow. Okay. This is the entrance to the main story mode. When main story missions are in progress, map exploration mode will be temporarily closed. Okay. Now let's continue. Yes, I want to continue with the main story. Okay, so this is basically like Otto's chapters, but with like different weapon upgrade stuff. A woman walked down an unlit road. The deep end, a name she did not like hearing. Not now, not ever. It reminded her of the alleys behind the theater, the corners lying opposite the stage filled with empty bottles. Ethan.
以前ここに来たのはいつのことだったかしら。
Oh, I get to play her. Wait. Oh god. I'm back here. Aponia. Where are you? What is going on? Is the pony really there? I can't change the camera. Still a sea of darkness. Ooh, I like this. See, that is where the good part starts. Oh. The pony is really there. Ooh.
いつも通り来訪者に試練を与えるのが好きなのね、アポニアさん。
But why is she still behind bars now? Wasn't she fighting against me?
あなたはエデン。
エデン。アポニア。
聞くまでもなく、訪問者は私だと知っているはずよ。
You also know why I'm
そうでしょ、
here.
アポニアさん。
I think they're both very pretty.
私たちは宴を見届けたもの。
Witnesses of that banquet.
そしてあの夜、
We both lost a friend that night.
共に
Okay.
ある友を失った。もしくは神聖を見届けたとも言える。
Okay.
だからあなたは楽園にあそこを残したのね。
That's why you kept that place
こ
in
ん
the
な奥
ground.
に隠すなんて。エデン、私たちには捨てがたい感情がたくさん残っている。思い出したい過去も山ほどある。あなたがかつての音楽に浸水するように、私にもこの長すぎた茨の道を安置する場所が必要なの。エリは反応から察するに知っているのね。
Is this outside of the Elysium? I forgot what it was called. Like the place where we have been as of right now.
ええ、わがままだとはいえ、あなたも知っている通り、
When she
エリ
finds
シアのこと
out,
だから、
when she found out, she happily accepted
知っ
it.
た時は喜んで受け入れたようだった。アポニアさん、私はあなたを尊敬してる。だからあなたとエリの選択を
Should I
尊
be
重するわ。
aware of what they are talking about?
知ってる？みんな私を与
I
える
am
も
the
の、
giver and you are the
あなた
bearer.
を受け入れるものと呼んでるの。
Well, I feel like every one of them has to bear something. Those weren't easy times.
受け入れるもの。彼女が去ってしまったことすら受け
I
入れ
could
ら
not
れない
even bear
私
her
が、
departure.
なぜそんな名を。あまり言いたくはないけど、確かに 事実とは真逆なのかもしれないわね。私こそが偏愛を受け、運命の愚弄を受け入れた方なのかもしれない。そしてアポニアさん、あなたこそ本当の与えるもの。
Mm. You're
戒
the
律を
true
与え、
giver. Mm.
希望を与え、進む道まで。みんなが目にしているものは真の姿ではない。
Mm.
あの
かの者の行く道は他者が目にする道ではない。エデン、私たちが今まで守ってきた秘密はもうすぐみんなの前に明かされ
It
る。
will surface before everyone.
それは新たな予言なの？
いいえ、これは私の願い。
願いね。あなたの口から聞くのは初めてだわ。アポニアさん、
Would be changed
あ
by
なたま
name.
でメイさんに変えられたのね。
楽園に変化をもたらしてくれるものは喜んで受け入れる。彼女にはエリシアと同
Ui,
じ
ui, ui.
意図がある。
That doesn't sound too good because Elysia is dead.
エデン、鍵は持ってきた？
Did you bring the key?
ええ、もちろん。
The key to this hidden place or what? Eden reached out and a golden crystal flower bloomed in her
ずっ
palm.
とそばに置いておきたかった。私たちは
I think
その
a
つもりで
few
い
of
たはず。
us do.
鍵が揃った暁には水晶の花が再び咲き誇る。
I want to
Eden.
hear her sing.
あの歌をもう一度歌ってくれる？
ええ、それも私の願いよ。
Nice.
その時は全員で
Imagine
一緒に聴きま
Eden
しょう。
singing True.
彼女が大好きだった。
She likes that
あの歌を。
song the most. Okay, back to Elysia's story. Oh, so we are getting like different parts of each of the
こっちこっち。
Elysia, you're finally back. Great timing. I've had enough of idling around. Yeah, me too. Me too, me too. I have the weird key, Elysia. Elysia.
ごめんね、お待たせ。
It's fine. By the realm standards, it's not much of a wait. What about
安
Kevin?
心して、全部片付いたから。今なら邪魔は入らないわ。
I'm still not
あな
convinced.
たの
What
方は
about
どうだっ
Kevin?
た？
Yeah, I met the others. I met some. Most of the flame chasers have come to Elysium Everlasting and are rather enjoying themselves. How do I put this? As expected of your memory space.
それならメイもきっとワクワクしているんでしょう。そうよね。はいはい。
Everyone just wants to talk
第
and walk
13律者に
around.
ついて知りたいのよね。わかってるわ。
Yeah.
この話は少し長くなるの。どこから始めようかしら。
Let's go. This is what I was waiting for.
やっぱり順序よく最初から話すわね。火を追うがに入った時の話から始めましょう。来て、いい場所に連れて行ってあげる。
Okay. Ooh, we are going through the big door now. Was she?
万世の風をまとい、
I think
迷いの中で歯を観察し、
really was
浮き
always
沈
a
みの中で
Hesha,
羽を
right?
拾う。多分、私の乙女心が繊細で
My
敏
heart
感
is
だからかもしれ
delicate
ない
and
わ。
sensitive.
次からは小道を通っていく？どうする？
It's okay. Oh, who are you?
あれ、エリシア、今日は随分と綺麗だね。何言ってるの？私はいつも
I
綺麗よ、
always look
エイシャ。
this nice.
あなたこそ出勤日に化粧なんてどうしたの？教えない。
Who are
随
these
分と機嫌がいい
people?
のね。
This is
火を追うがでの同僚よ。
colleague.
ここに
Okay,
ある
just
もの
like
たちと同じよ
everything
うに、
here.
エイシャも大切な思い出なの。
Elsa. Okay, there is a dude. Wait, can I not? entered it? Domestic porch. Head to the archives. Okay.
おや、これはエリちゃんじゃないか。
セティのおじいちゃん、最近お店の方はうまくいってる？
Kind of funny.
順調。エリちゃんが手伝ってくれたおかげじゃ。こっちにおいで。今日来ると思って、エリちゃんの大好物のケーキを用意しといたんじゃ。
Nice. I
あ
got
り
some
がとうおじい
cake.
ちゃん。でもまだ用事があるの。ここに置いといていい？
Mm.
そうじゃな。一緒に食べるとするか。
So there are
取ってお
even
くから
random
急
people
がなくても大
here.
丈夫じゃぞ。
There are even people living here. Do the monsters not attack them?
それはないわ。記憶は記憶に干渉できな
How
いもの。
can memories affect other memories?
ヘリ遊ぼう。あれせーのび太？
だってセリアママの話をちゃんと聞いてたもの。好き嫌いはしないし、それに毎日ちゃんと寝ていい子にしていたのよ。
Ah, funny.
へえ。
Maybe I should listen to it.
私もママの話を聞く。
You eat all your vegetables and always go to bed on
どうし
time?
たの？どうメイ。こんな風にみんな
May's
記
like,
憶の
I
中
don't
のま
believe
まなの
you.
よ。そして私も彼らの記憶のまま。年上もいるし、お姉ちゃんと呼んでくれる子もいる。み
Okay.
んなちゃんと覚えてる。そうよね。
Okay, let's enter the archives. Oh, I know this place. Where is the elf? The room was empty, save a lone machine on a table in the middle. Where am I?
とりあえず楽園のデータ室と呼んで。どう？
Elysian
なか
archive.
なかわかりやすい名前でしょ？メイみたいに鋭い子なら、タイプライターのところにある資料を読めばわかると思うわ。
May grabbed the sheet. The words on the paper changed from unintelligible symbols to words she could recognize. By the time the reinforcements arrived, the 11th Herrscher had already been strung up on an inscrutable crucifix. Oh god, never to make another sound. Even the strongest willed among the soldiers shed tears. They believed that this was the grave of them all, comrades and former friends alike. Crimson Eyes. I've read this. It's about Kevin's
あ
past.
ら、声にしない方がいいわよ。
It's all
ケビンはその秘
secret.
密をあまり見せたくないみたいだから、
But why
第
is she
三者に知らせる
recording
のはお
this?
すすめしないわ。
Or is this how the Elysian realm stays alive? Because someone's recording all of this? So it prints the files held in the remembrance vessel.
ええ、追憶の空の記録は誰かによって書かれたものではないのよ。このタイプライターで英傑たちの記憶を文字
I
へと
don't
直接
remember a
変換
story
する
like
の。
that, and I think I have
客観的
seen
かつ
all of
公正にね。
Kevin's remembrance vessels.
もともとは他の場所に保管していたのよ。ここまで運んでくるのに手間がかかったんだから。
Did you bring me here so you can tell the rest of the story through files?
その通りよ。そうでないと客観的かつ公正ではなくなっちゃうもの。何せここからの話は少し長くなるから。
Yeah.
何？
I see. I've read these files. It's accurate and detailed. How does it
ああ
work?、
それはもう一人の友達に頼まないと。
There is the elf.
じゃじゃーん。データ室の管理者の妖精さんよ。
Yeah. You don't mean this thing is a flame chaser?
まさか。実は13英傑に14人目がいるっていう展開を期待してた？
Music is kind of funny. And she looks
か
so
わいいでしょ？何せ私をモデルにして作ったんだもの。
based
私
off
と
the
同じよう
movie.
に聡明さと美しさを兼ね備えているのよ。全部で13体あったの。全員にあげようとしたんだけど、
Oh,
結局エデンとアポニアしかもらってくれなくて。メ
okay.
イが欲しいならまだまだたくさんあるわよ。
We have extras. This one hasn't even moved since it started. This isn't that isn't concerning.
それはメイがまだウェイクワー
The
ドを言っ
wake
ていないからよ。
word.
今はまだ
Oh.
スリープモードなの。
Okay, I thought this elf is just always recording. Wake word. She gave a sweet smile and scribbled something in the margin of a file. May took the file.
メイはテレ顔も最高に可愛いわ
Yo,
ね。
this girl. Do I have to activate it?
それはメイ次第よ。けど真実を
Ah,
目の
that's
前
so
にして
funny.
本当に諦めちゃうの？
Dear,
何？
she's so mean. Dearest Elysia. What gives? Nothing
あ
happened.
ら、どうしてかしら。そう
She's
ね。
mean.
声が小さかったからとか？もう一度やるしかないわ。
Dearest Elysia. I can't with her. She's teasing May.
プログラム起動中。システムセット完了。人格ロー
Personality
ド完
loaded.
了。わあ、人の子だわ。こんにちは、可愛らしい人の子。私はフェアリーランドの妖精エリよ。
Very much the spitting image of Elysia. What a surprise. Hello, Elf Elysia. I'm Raiden May. You're the keeper of this archive, yes? So you should know how to start a typewriter, right?
せっかちなのね。まだ挨拶もまともにしていないのに、もうか弱い妖精をこき使うつもりなの？
Yes, work. Now. Work.
しょうがないわね。じゃあこの楽園データベースインフォメーションコレクト
She just
コントロー
has
ラ
the-
ーインタラクティブ出力。
Okay, she just has the whole personality from Elysia.
じゃあこの不思議なタイプライターについて紹介しちゃう。
Okay, can't even remember its full name.
このタイプライターは楽園のあらゆる情報を抽出できるの。だからデータを
Print
指
the
定
most
しない
recent
と最
events.
近起きた
Okay.
大きな出来事を自動的に印刷するのよ。
Elf Elysia gently touched the typewriter, which started right up and spat out a document. The portal to the Elysian realm is open. This is definitely objective and fair. What if I want to check something specific?
それは少し難しいの。説明より実際やってみた方が早いかも。
Okay, tell me the truth about the 13th Hasha.
あら、随分と単刀直入ね。
Yeah, that's what I'm here for. Do you know how many months I spent in the Elysian realm? The typewriter started up and roared for a long while, only to spit out a single document. May picked it up and lifted a brow. It's blank.
質問が曖昧すぎたのよ。データを
No
文章としてうまく
memory in
ま
the
とめられないの。
archive. Such a general
適切
issue.
な答えを必要とするなら、エリシアの人生そのものを出力することになるわ。タイプ
Okay.
ライターが書けるのは事実だけ。それを忘れないでね。
You could have said that at the start. But let's start with Elysia's
それなら
past.
簡単よ。彼女がこうして手をタイプライターに乗せれば。
Okay.
どう？ええ。こうすればタイプライターは自動的に彼女にまつわる一つのデータを印刷
It
す
will
るの。
prioritize
そ
the
れに
events that are
優先
important
的
to
に
you.
あなたにとって価値のあることを選んでくれるわ。本人でさえ何がプリントされるかわからないからワクワクしちゃうわね。
This is so like Cyrenian mem, right?
出てきた。どれどれ？どんな思い出かしら。
What is it saying? Show me.
メイ、ちゃんと読んでね。何せ私の
Or
物語
maybe
な
I'm
んだから。
playing her story instead of reading it. Narrator.
おはよう。新しい一日は美しい出会いから
Now
始まるの
she's
よ。
the narrator.
まずは
Make sure to
体重
check
を
it.
測りましょう。
Okay, she hits snooze, sits up, and stretches in her
新
bed.
しい一日、美しい一日。ファイトよ、エリシア。
She's really happy when she's like going out of bed.
起きて、服を着る前にまずは測って。
Why do you check your weight?
よし、 データを削除しましょ
Why? Okay.
う。出かける前に
I'm not asking
鏡
questions.
を見て、
Okay.
身だしなみ OK、 前髪 OK。
I like her
笑顔
hairstyle. She's very cute.
今日も素敵な一日になりそうね。
Okay. Moth
グッ
cafeteria.
モーニング。エリー、今日も早いね。
Okay, everyone loves
おはよ
her.
うエイシャ、今日も綺麗ね。新妻はやっぱり一味違うわね。
おはよう、エリシア。後で訓練場で会おう。
さっきモデルみたいな男の人を見かけたと思ったら、あなただったのね。
Okay.
おはようエリシア。
おはよう。会えて嬉しいわ。
Is that really her day, bro? It's
さっきの
very
は誰だ
happy.
ったかしら。
Who was that?
先に挨拶しておきましょ
Training
う。よ
room.
し、今日はもう少し上の難易度に挑戦しましょ
Oh, I have to play.
う。まずは飛べる的ね。なら今日は
Today?
Yumi?
Isn't she always using a bow in like this battlefield?
やっやっせいやっ
Let's go,
ややっせい
Miss Pink Elf.
やっせいせい。次は重いやつ。懐かしいわね。
Heavy ones.
少し前にチョークで見かけたこ
I
とがあ
met
る
you
わ。
guys just recently in
でもあいつらっ
Nagazora.
てば20メートルもあったのよね。等身大で復元したらどこに置けばいいのかしら。
Bro, I am wondering, I don't know if they explained it somewhere, but how did civilization start again? Because I thought Honkai, whenever like the last Herrscher is coming,
今度は見たことのないお友達
everyone
ね。
just
メ
dies.
ビウス博士がまた新しく発見したものを勝手にアップロードしたの？
I mean, it's probably like up for interpretation how the world came into being,
ロマン
right?
チックな気分になってみない？
So I guess at some point in the current era there was just like new civilization and then Fuhua like had her project and or maybe with like the cryopods the people there started a new civilization. Because not everyone died obviously from the previous era. We still have Kevin and Hua and maybe others that had like the project start a new civilization or something like that. I don't know, I kind of forgot.
楽しいことをしましょう。
maybe they told us that.
逃げられないわよ。
He did.
これで終わり。楽勝楽勝。
Nice and easy
今回の
training.
レポートもとっても簡単でした。
また、とても簡単だと。
Towards the back was a man with steely hair leaning against
叱ら
door.
れたの
The
に、
door.
まだ懲りてないのか。
来たのね、コン。仕方ないじゃない。本音なんだもの。話は率直に。それが、火を追うがのポリシーでしょ？
他のやつはせめて2週間前のものをそのまま移すぞ。お前の場合、全部その一言だ。突っ込みようがない。しかし、舞台の人気者のお
The
前な
star
ら
of the
上も
troop,
叱りはして
the
も
top
別にどうもしないだろ
He let out his signature
う。
laugh.
まさかあの時、兵士たちによってオストクから連れてこられた小娘が、今となっては彼らの模範になってい
The
ると
little
な。
girl from Vladivostok? Isn't that something we should know what that is?
それとこれとは別でしょ？私は
Is that
ち
a
ゃんと
place?
希望して
I thought this was a
選
name.
考を通過して火を追うがに入ったんだもの。完全に私の実力よ。
Is she Russian?
それに私なんて全然模範じゃないでしょ？なってたらとっくに火を追うがのバッジをピンク
It's
色に
not
変
a
えて
very
るわ。
Russian name, right?
勘弁してくれ。ピンク色のバッジ俺に亡命しろというのか？
不服なら私を超えてみたらどう？
俺の出番はなさそうだけどな。ほら、お前のライバルはすでに現れている。
His hand slid through the air, revealing the training record. On it, for the first time, the number 2 appeared next to Elysia's
1
name.
位は見たことのない名前ね。新入りなの？
俺も会ったことはないな。そういえば最近変わったやつが入って
Some
きたんだ。
weirdo joined
加入
recently
した
because of a
理由は
girl. Is it
彼女さ
Calpus?
ん面白いだろう。
Oh, it's
ひょっとした
Kevin.
らそいつかもしれないな。
Because of a girl, it's Kevin.
なんてロマンチック。彼とその彼女さんと会ってみたくなったわ。
今晩は組織の伝統の夜だろう。新入りなら欠席し
Go
ない
to
は
the
ずさ。
dance and find out.
そんなに興味がある
Ooh.
ならパーティーで探してみたらどうだ。
So she was there before Kevin joins. I think they mentioned
それ
that,
なら
right?
ちゃんと準備しないといけないわね。ダン
Okay.
スパーティー。コーディネートは十数通りも考えたけど、やっぱり試着しないと決められないわ。
Why? I mean, I'm not even surprised that Elysia is such a girly girl, you know?
どれにしようかしら。華麗なものだとこのトレイ
An
ンスカートと
elegant
か、
backless
優
dress.
雅なものだと背中を見せるこのドレスは
I mean,
ちょっと
it
大胆すぎるわ
doesn't
ね。あら
matter, probably. She will look good in everything. Oh,
誰？もう時間なの？
Elysia opened the door.
エリシ
Oh god.
あら、レビウス博士だったのね。また目の下にクマがあるわよ。2日前よりもひどくなってるみたい。
ア二度と変な服を私のクローゼットに入れないでちょうだい。
Okay, she dumped a pile of clothes and slammed the door shut. Wait, I think I have read about this.
レビウス博士ったら相変わらず照れ屋さんね。
Wasn't
せ
this
っ
in the
かく衣装を用意
reports?
してあげたんだから、たまには違う服を着てもいいのに。
It feels familiar. Hmm.
この服は、いい案だわ。これでパーティーに参加しましょう。
Okay, so now she's wearing what she presented to Mobius. The night at the banquet hall. That doesn't look like a banquet hall, that just looks like a regular bar.
ここの食事はすごいね。訓練学校よりずっと美味しそう。
見て、シャンパンもある。
何を考えてるの？未成年者もいるのにお酒を置くわけないでしょ。
つまらない。
ドリンクはいかがでしょう？
Wait, Bro, now I have no words for this character. Like, she doesn't give a shit. She does what she wants. She's crazy. And why would you gift something like that to Mobius, bro?
ありがとう。
Oh, wait, she's serving now.
つまらないって言ったのはどこのドイツよ。
お礼はいらないわ。たくさん食べたから喉が渇いたでしょ？はい、ちゃんと受け取って。
Wait, why is she serving?
パーティーを楽しんでね。
Elysia weaved through the crowd holding a plate. Why is she...
さて、
What?
例の新入りはどこ
Oh,
にいる
she's
の
like
かしら？
undercover. She said, okay, I will go as a server instead of like a normal attendee of the party.
費用オーガのパーティーは本格的なんだね。ドリンクを配るメイドさんもいるんだ。
私のことを知らないなんてきっと新入りさんなのね。でも私が探してい
I'm
る
looking
相手
for
は
has a masculine
あの名前
name.
だもの。男の子よね。
あのメイドさんはどう見ても実力がある戦士だな。
Oh.
この人はオーラがあるわね。でも新入りには見えないし、他の基地から派遣された人かしら。
So I think May and Kevin joined when they were still in high school, right? Pardon me, have you seen a white-haired young man? Ooh.
女の子同士で話をしてるわね。邪魔はしないでおきましょ
The purple-haired girl is quite the
う。紫色
stunner.
の
That's
髪の女の
May.
子。
やっぱりデータ室に潜入して直接見た方がいいと思う。
Oh.
もういいよ。成り行きに任せることにする。
外の状況はどんどんひどくなってる。もう3回目だ。
It's the third time already. We can't conceal it forever.
そんなことを心配して意味はあるのか？お
Are
前
they
が心配
talking
する番
about
でもな
like
いだろ
the Honkai incidents.
ほら、彼らのようにすればいいじゃないか。問題を忘れてさ。
Yeah, it's
祝えばいいん
hard.
だよ。
If the world is falling
何もな
apart
かっ
and
た
then
よう
there
に。
is a party, I know it's kind of necessary to put in like this like normalization of like what's going on. You know, like even in tragedy, do like parties to keep up morale and stuff like that. But it is hard to like turn off your thoughts on that. So yeah, it's understandable that this one person still thinks about this.
疲れた。そもそも来たくなかったんだ。
Mm,
戻ったらまた仕事とか。一体何なんだ。
mm.
あれしかないだろう。第一研究所の所長が言ってたんだ。4回目も。 そう。
Sad.
危ない。
ごめんなさい。ぼんやりしててぶつけちゃったわね。
Okay, now it is a banquet hall.
いや違う、僕のせいだ。こんな場所に突っ立っていてごめん。
Young
Jamaica.
Kevin. Young Kevin sounds like Finon. This is what I'm always saying about like Finon. He's is more like young Kevin, you know? And now he's talking like Finon as well.
ドリンク服についてない？
大丈夫。ほら、
Oh, she
僕が
hid
グ
her
ラスをキャッチ
ears.
したから。
Wait, why is he so nice? Shut up.
炭酸水、ありがとう。ちょうど喉が渇いてたところだったんだ。
あら、反応が早いわね。普通の兵士には見えないわ。優れた選手をたくさん見てきたけど、彼らと比べてもあなたの身体能力は超一流よ。
I mean, to be honest, Kevin is a good-looking guy.
もしかしてプロのスポーツ選手とか？
Didn't he play basketball or something? The white-haired youth scratched his head shyly, apparently processing her straightforward compliments. Yo, Kevin and shy.
褒めすぎだよ。数年間バスケをしてただけだから。数ヶ月前まではまだ学生だったんだ。ああ、そうだ。紫色の髪でメガネをかけてるかもしれない女の子を見かけなかった。彼女を探してるんだ。
Oh, this was probably before he had the surgery, right?
なんだかごめん。ここに入ってきたばかりで、こういうパーティーも
Wait,
初め
he's
てだから
kinda cute.
少し緊張してるんだ。
大丈夫よ。紫色の髪の子ね。
わかった。ありがとう。あ、そうだ。
Yo, he's
ここ
so
まで話したのに
different.
自己紹介がまだだった。僕はケビン。火
Yeah.
を追うがの新兵のケビンだ。
Yeah. That's how you met Kevin.
そうよ。懐かしいわね。あの頃の私たちはまだ若かったわ。
So
今
she's
の
not
私も
aging
まだ
not
まだ若い
because
け
of
れど、
the surgery, but because she's a harsher, right?
ケビンは結構変わ
I
った
don't
の
know
よ
if I
ね。
said this
だ
before.
って知り合ったばかりの頃はまだ女の子を喜ばせる方法を知ってたもの。
I mean, he kind of lost the love of his life, right? I think, or at least I expect that like May was the love of his life and that he was, yeah, it's probably like hard with her like being so obsessed with like all of these projects and like all of her research and then him not being able to have like physical relationship as well with her, you know, and he also being like this warrior and they are in like totally separate, you know, like departments of like the moth because she was research, right? And they had both so much to do. So I guess it was really hard to maintain some kind of relationship between them. But nevertheless, I really think like Kevin was very much in love with May. Indeed, you two have a deeper connection with the moth among the flame chasers. But I'm more concerned with what the other man said, whom you met in the training
もう
room.
一人の男性じゃなくて、彼はコンっていうの。
You
知
should
ら
have
なかっ
seen
た？
him. Why? Arto, the name appeared in Kevin's and Cosmo's memories. Really? I believe Arto became a mantis as well. Arto. Was it Griseo's dad? He seemed to let slip your background.
まあ、 それは私自身もよく覚えてない過去のことよ。
Now that's a history
あの頃はまだ
I'm familiar
小
with,
さな女の子だったから。
being a little girl and all. Is that Griseo's dad?
オストク51、そんな名前だったかしら。私が生まれた場所だったみたいだけど、あまり実感がないの。
51. Is this the right name? I was supposedly born there, yet it never got to me. 51? What? I'm sorry, I don't know what that means.
故郷が嫌いとか、
I feel like that's
そ
a
んなんじゃない
name
の
or a
よ。
city or something.
本当に
Is it a
小さかっ
city?
た頃の話だから、唯一覚えてるのは、火を追う蛾が私を
To
連れ去
remember
ったことくら
anything
いなのよ
besides being
ね。
taken away by the moth. Was she born in Russia? Being taken away.
もちろん、私だ
I
けじゃ
wasn't
ない
the
の
only
よ。
one.
火を追う蛾は多くの村人を連れ去って何かを調べようとしてた。
It was searching for
何も発
something.
見できなかったから結局みんなを戻したの。
They released the townspeople, but I guess not her.
その件は記録すら残ってなかった。メビウスの話によると最終的に
It was
勘
classified
違い
as
で
a
終わったそうよ。
mishap.
がっかりよね。自分の出身地には私も知らない秘密があるかもしれないって
I
期待し
expected
てたの
my
に。
birth to hold secrets of historical importance.
その後は普通よ。私は徐々に成長して美しい少女になった。火を追う蛾と再び開口し、運
Came
命の
across
歯
the
車が
moth
回り始めた
again.
の。
I thought she was
そ
already
の
a
後の
moth.
話はメイ
Or
も
was
知
she
ってるでし
just
ょ。
training? That's it?
安心できないというのなら確認してもいいわよ。
That doesn't tell me anything about how she was born, because I don't really think she was born a regular kid. And she said, what, Vladivostok 51? What is that? Area 51 or what? Okay, so apparently it is a city and not a name, but I mean, I have heard it before. It is basically a name of a city and not like a name for a person, but yeah. But I don't know what this means for her. So she was born in Russia. Okay. Elysia glanced at the typewriter.
大丈夫だから。
Okay. The typewriter quickly spat out another page. Like Elysia said, Vladivostok 51 was an obscure town, okay, that the moth locked down for a time. Its residents were confirmed to be normal,
これで
however.
メイも分かったでしょ。
No.
あた
I think the game is misleading me right now. Leaving aside the conclusion, you guys weren't always like this. According to the files, the passing of time has more or less changed you. It's really something seeing you and Kevin.
なんと言うべきかしら。それは多分一歩ずつという過程なのかもしれないわね。
Where are her parents, though? Kevin's story. He was not within the cheerful crowd. It was not only because of his obtrusive white hair, but also his countenance that could be construed as mourning.
君がそんな表情を見せるとは珍しい。
Oh.
スー、
Oh.
常しえの楽園。ここの
The
景色を見る
scenery.
と、
Mm.
昔ここに来る途中、エデンのポスターを目にしたよ。
Oh.
あの頃、僕たちは
True.
彼女のコンサートを一緒に見たんだよ
They
ね。
were best friends.
ああ、随分と前のことだ。
True.
そ
He still looks
う。
a
本
little
当
bit
に昔
different.
の話だね。
It really was, true.
何を考えているんだい？あるいは何かを思い出したのかい？
Interesting that we are like switching between like the different character stories here.
昔のことだ。
Some old episodes.
彼女に関する昔のことだね。
May.
あ、
誰もがみんなこれほど純粋な心の世界を持っているわけではないよ。
A pure mind.
だが、彼女はいつもこうだ。
Wait, are they talking about May?
君がそんなにストレートに彼女を褒めるとは。
I feel like they are
珍しいね。
talking about Elysia.
いつも君はエリシアが奇想天外なアイデアを口にするとき、だから彼女はよく僕のところに来ていたよ。
彼女は適当に話題を作っただけだろう。
Mhm.
僕は彼女の奇想天外なアイデアを否定したくはなかった。
Mm.
だけどこの楽園の中では僕たちはもう末日のカウントダウン
Have
に
the
縛られるこ
chance
と
to
はない。
fulfill our last
叶えられなかった
wishes.
願いを形にする機会すらあるんだ。
そうかもしれない。
ケビン、君は変わらないね。
どうかしたのか？
他人に打ち明けられない悩み事があるたびに、君はそんな表情で遠くを見つめる。学生だった頃は屋上、火を追う蛾に入った後は廃墟ビルの最上階だった。
I mean, he was always meeting up with May at the rooftop of the school, right?
数はごまかせないな。
精神感知型として自分の力を使って他人の考えを知るのは、でも僕はそうしたくない。僕のポリシーに反するからだ。悩みを打ち明けるかどうか、助けを求めるかどうかは相手自身が決めるべきだ。特に君だからね、ケビン。できれば
That's so cute.
医者や戦士としてではなく、
That's so nice of
友
him.
人として君の悩みを聞き助けたい。
ありがとう、スー。僕を心配してくれているのは君の言う通り、記憶体としての僕たちは確かに本物の僕たちが成し遂げられなかったことを実現できるかもしれない。そのことについて僕自身にも考えがあるんだ。まだ公にすることはできないが、必要な時に真っ先に君に知らせることを約束しよう。
But you guys fought.
僕に約束する必要はないよ。
I don't think they did Sue justice with this like animated model. He looks way less nice than like with the drawn pictures and everything.
親友同士でも話さないことはある。
True.
僕はただ君が助けを必要とした時に何があっても手を差し伸べる相手がいることを思いだ。さあケビン、あとは君一人でゆっくり考えるといい。君にはそういう時間が必要だろ。
Sue waved goodbye to Kevin. A short distance away, people were still having a good time. Are we still at the banquet? No. Kevin lowered his head and the blue light scattered from his hand. He stared at the flower. It had never... Oh, we are back in the... yeah, don't mind me. He stared at the flower. It had never faded. So they all have this flower. And what did Eponia or Eden say? If it blooms, then it's over? Or what?
エリシア、
Oh, wait. Isn't Elysia's signet a flower?
あの時の君、そしてあの時の僕たちには
Truly out of
本当に
choices.
他の選択肢はなかったのか。
Or maybe when the flower blooms, this is when her hair shirt takes over and she can't control it anymore?
もし僕がもう少し早く君の本当の目的を見抜いていたら、
Is this about the fact that she sacrificed herself?
僕たちは違う結末にたどり着けていたのだろうか。
Crazy that his sim is thinking about this. Oh. Grazeo's story. I actually want to find a part to cut this, but there is so much story going on. How can I don't want to skip anything, but how can I leave this place?
封じられた秘密。
That's latent secret.
メイ、あなたは本当に全てを変えられるものになるの。
But change everything for who? I mean, the previous era already happened. I don't know.
これはグレイシュもここに来たの？
I think I haven't met her, right? Where was she? Oh, now I can save. Can play a pony, but now I can save, guys. Okay. Okay, so that's it for the first part of chapter 29. I will try to record as much as I have time to. Hopefully I will be able to like finish up everything in 2 weeks. I don't know. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this first part, the introduction into like chapter 29. I'm very excited to find out more about like the previous era and the flame chasers in general. Opposite to what I have said like in the beginning about this mode, I feel like now it is better. You know, I didn't think that the first part was a little bit more of tutorial, and I thought I have to like go around with like failures and do the treasure stuff, but it was just solely for them to explain like this new weapon system to me, and that's fine. I feel like now it is better because we are seeing so many different angles and different story parts of each of the flame chaser, and I love that we are going into a little bit more depth of them, because I feel like the Elysian realm didn't really tell me too much about like the whole story in general there, you know, and what happened in the past. It was just solely like forming a foundation for like these chapters, right? So yeah, I really love that we are seeing like the different story perspectives, you know. I love that we get like a little bit more background on Elysia, but I think it's maybe they will come to this at a later point, but I think it's kind of dumb that they are not telling me how she was born, but I feel like this is just a big revelation and they don't want to share that as of right now, so they are kind of like starting with like how she met Kevin for the first time and the difference between Kevin and the interactions between like the Sims and the Sims knowing that something is going on in this space, you know, since May came in. And yeah, I'm curious to find out also about like these flowers and everything, like the whole story. I think it's going to be very exciting and I can't wait to find out. But yeah, as I said before, that's it for this part. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching and for stopping by. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.